In the heart of the ancient redwood forest, where sunlight dappled through the canopy like liquid gold, lived a creature of legend, a Bigfoot named Kale. He wasn't the monster of campfire tales, but a gentle giant, the silent guardian of the woods. His days were spent in quiet solitude, his only companions the rustling leaves and the chattering squirrels. One crisp autumn morning, a scent of distress, sharp and human, cut through the familiar aroma of pine and damp earth. Kale's keen senses led him to a clearing he usually avoided. There, a sight both strange and alarming met his eyes. A man, dressed in the green uniform of a forest ranger, was tied high up in the branches of a mighty oak tree. The ranger, whose name tag read Leo, was struggling against thick ropes, his face pale with a mixture of fear and exhaustion. Kale, cautious but moved by the man's plight, let out a low questioning rumble from deep in his chest. Leo's eyes widened, not with terror, but with a flicker of desperate hope. "Please," Leo rasped, his voice hoarse. "Help me. They left me here." Kale had learned to be wary of humans. They brought loud machines and left trails of waste, but this man was different. He was a protector of the forest, just like Kale. With a gentle grunt of assent, Kale reached up with his powerful arms. His fingers, surprisingly nimble, worked at the complex knots. With each rope that fell away, Leo's relief was palpable. Finally free, Leo slid down the trunk, landing unsteadily on his feet. He looked up at the towering creature, his heart pounding not with fear, but with overwhelming gratitude. "Thank you," he said, his voice filled with genuine emotion. "You saved my life." "I'm Leo." Kale simply nodded, his large, intelligent eyes studying the ranger. He pointed towards the ropes, then gestured with a questioning tilt of his head. Leo understood. It was poachers, he explained, his voice turning grim. "I caught them setting illegal traps. They overpowered me, said they'd teach me a lesson for meddling." An understanding passed between the two guardians of the forest. They were on the same side. From that day forward, an unlikely and secret friendship blossomed. Leo would often venture deep into the woods, not on patrol, but to meet Kale. He brought gifts, not human trinkets, but things Kale appreciated: rare sweet berries from the sunniest slopes and smooth, polished river stones. Kale, in return, shared the forest's deepest secrets with Leo. He showed him hidden springs where the water ran purest, ancient trees that held generations of owl families, and trails known only to the creatures of the wild. Leo learned more about the forest from Kale than any book or training had ever taught him. He saw the woods through Kale's eyes as a living, breathing entity. One evening, as twilight painted the sky in shades of purple and orange, Leo arrived at their meeting spot looking troubled. "Kale," he began, his voice low, "there's a logging company. They've gotten a permit to clear-cut a huge section of this forest, right through the heart of your home, near the ancient groves." A deep sadness filled Kale's eyes. He had seen the metal beasts before, machines that tore down his world tree by tree, leaving nothing but scarred earth behind. He let out a long, mournful cry that echoed through the valley, a sound of pure despair. The forest animals fell silent, sensing the sorrow of their protector. Leo placed a reassuring hand on Kale's massive arm. "Don't worry, my friend. We're not going to let that happen. I have an idea, but it's risky. It means revealing your existence." Kale looked at Leo, a flicker of fear in his eyes. To be seen by the world was his greatest fear. Humans were unpredictable, often cruel, but then he looked around at the towering trees, his home, the sanctuary he had guarded for so long. He knew he had to trust Leo. He gave a slow, deliberate nod. Leo went to his superiors. His story met with disbelief and skepticism. A Bigfoot, a secret friendship. They thought the stress had finally gotten to him. Desperate, Leo knew he needed proof. He asked Kale to do something unimaginable, to allow himself to be filmed. With a heavy heart, Kale agreed. Leo set up a discreet camera near their meeting spot. The footage was grainy, taken from a distance, but it was undeniable. It showed Kale, the gentle giant, interacting peacefully with the forest. It captured him helping a fawn that had lost its mother and carefully tending to a patch of rare medicinal herbs. But Leo knew this wasn't enough. The world needed to understand. He decided to reveal the real secret, the one that would change everything. The next day, he led a small, hand-picked group of influential environmentalists and a trusted journalist deep into the forest. He brought them to the edge of Kale's territory. "What I'm about to show you is a secret the forest has kept for centuries," Leo announced. "The legend is real, but he is not a monster. He is a gardener, a caretaker, a guardian." From the shadows of the ancient trees, Kale emerged. There were gasps from the group, but Leo's calm presence kept them from panicking. Kale didn't approach them. Instead, he turned and began to walk, beckoning them to follow. He led them to a hidden valley, a place untouched by time. The sight that greeted them was breathtaking. It was a garden, but unlike any they had ever seen. The flora was arranged with an artist's touch. Rare, thought-to-be-extinct flowers bloomed in vibrant clusters. Fruit trees, heavy with bounty, grew in perfect synergy with medicinal herbs. It was a masterpiece of natural cultivation, a living library of the forest's botanical treasures. The journalist, a woman named Clara, lowered her camera, her eyes wide with wonder. He planted all this," she whispered in awe. "He's been cultivating this sanctuary for decades, maybe longer," Leo explained. "He's not just a resident of this forest. He's the reason it's so vibrant and resilient. He is the heart of this ecosystem. The secret isn't just that Bigfoot exists. The secret is that he is the forest's master gardener, its silent protector." The story exploded. The footage and Clara's heartfelt article went viral. The world saw Kale not as a monster, but as a gentle, intelligent being, a symbol of the wildness and wisdom we were in danger of losing. The public outcry was immense. People from all over the world rallied to protect Kale's home. Faced with overwhelming public pressure and the undeniable evidence of a unique ecosystem curated by a sentient being, the logging company was forced to cancel its plans. The government, in a landmark decision, declared the entire forest a protected national heritage site, ensuring it would remain untouched for generations to come. The forest was safe. Kale could continue his life's work in peace. His existence was no longer a secret, but he remained elusive, a beloved and respected mystery. Rangers now patrolled the forest's borders with a new sense of purpose, not just protecting the trees, but guarding the home of a legend. Leo and Kale's friendship continued, a bond forged in trust and mutual respect. Sometimes, on quiet evenings, hikers would report hearing a low, rumbling sound from deep within the woods, almost like a soft, contented laugh. It was the sound of a guardian, content in his ancient garden, a testament to the fact that the greatest wonders are often hidden, waiting to be discovered, not with traps and cameras, but with an open heart. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing tales. We'll see you next time.